Good morning, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 49-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pit. It's not for children, so if you're under the age of 18, it's not for you. First, I'd like to say thank you for all the responses on the picture I posted and then the pit I did yesterday on my journey. I did condense a lot of it for you because who wants to hear somebody else's drunk-ass stories? But I really appreciate the love and the congratulations coming to me. And I want to congratulate every one of you guys that commented that you're right behind me or a little ahead of me or a little behind me with your sobriety time. Keep it up. Let's all keep it up. One of the worst things we can do, I think, as human beings is drink alcohol. And I'm not ever going to budge on that. I think it's just poison. It's just at the root of every bad thing that happens when you really, most of the time when you get down to the root of it, it's because somebody was drunk. So just stay away. If you're not an alcoholic now, don't become one. Don't play with fire. And if you are one, get help. It's out there. So anyways, thank you guys. I do read the comments, so thank you. So anyway, this pit's completely different. So anyway, talk of today's pit, English not required. Okay, my wife, I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not on the pit, but my wife recently lost her job. She lost her job because a Spanish-speaking customer would refuse to stop barraging her with questions in Spanish. My wife doesn't speak Spanish. So my wife said, and it's one of those things, but she said out loud, not yelling, just, we speak English in America. And through the channels of the business, they fired her for it. And so that brought me to this topic, English not required. Now, my wife was working at the Goodwill, but she graduated from a junior college to be a medical office assistant. Here's the deal. She's got all the certs. She was on the dean list, I think, almost all the quarters. She had perfect attendance. Everything like that was fine. She's not getting work because she gets to a point of the application where it says Spanish required. And if you don't speak Spanish, you don't go no further. They don't even want to interview you. And I learned Spanish through immersion. My grandma we found out through Ancestry.com. She is mostly native from the Tano tribe of South Texas who went into Mexico after the European whites started coming across to the west. They didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fuss. They just went south. So my grandma spoke Spanish, and she spoke it in her house. And I stayed there every summer vacation from the moment I can remember to the moment I got my driver's license. And she spoke Spanish in the house. Now, when we went out into town, I could tell she was really struggling and really embarrassed. But she did her best to speak English when she went into town. I work in parts in an ag retailer. I used to. So you can just imagine, more than 50% of the guys in my line were speaking Spanish. So I speak Spanish pretty much fluently. Didn't learn it in school. Like I said, just learned it through immersion. Being around my grandma, listening to her and my uncle talk and the way they did their words and, speaking it myself. My sister knows it. My cousins all know it. And we all have grandma to thank. My wife decided to take French in high school because it was a little different. And nothing wrong with that. But I bet, she probably wishes she'd took Spanish now if she had known what was in store. I'm not calling this flat-ass reverse racism, but in a way, why do you need to speak Spanish to get a job in America? Now, I understand where we're at, and where we're at is strong. I mean, we got a heavy Hispanic presence here because it's the Central Valley, of California, Ag Central of the world. And a lot of people walking around speak Spanish, and they will not try to speak English. They will not. And I know that for a fact in my own experiences. But I want to drop comments. I want to know what you guys think. Should they be putting Spanish required and then, go no further if you don't speak Spanish? Because that's basically what's hanging people like my wife up from going further in life and in their career, is because they had the unfortunate luck to be born in America and speak English. If I know how to speak two languages and I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, they should too. Okay, they should too. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And Spanish isn't really that hard to learn. A lot of it sounds like American words anyway. A lot of American words came from Latin, Spanish, and eventually became Americanized words. The refrigerator comes to mind for some reason. They call it refrigerador in Spanish. We call it the refrigerator in English. It's even spelled the same. Matador. It's all spelled the same. Anyways, it's not a foreign language. But I don't think it's fair. I've been able to put, yes, I speak Spanish on any application I've ever had in my life. But people like my wife can't, because they don't want to lie, get in there and get into a situation where they got to speak Spanish and they don't know how. And they get found out that way. So this is more just like, I want to know what you guys think. I want to take the temperature of the pit here. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think. I have a pretty strong idea what pit members are going to say, but I'd like to know what you think about this. Should Spanish be required in order for you to get a job in America? Is there really that many that you can't hire a person that just speaks English in America? I don't agree with it. I don't understand it, and I don't like it. Okay, I just put it like that. And it's not anything against the Mexican people at all, or Spanish-speaking people at all. I just got done telling you my grandma was one of them. It's just these people that refuse. They come here and refuse to learn our language, and our workers have to learn their language. It's not. I don't think it's fair. Life ain't fair. I know that. It rains on the just and the unjust equally. Let me know what you think, though. Pit members, you have a voice here. Let me know what you think, because I don't think this is cool. So anyway, I'll keep it short right there. Stay vigilant, stay vigilant, America. Keep looking forward, but once in a while look behind you and think about this. You might be in a nice job right now, but you know what? Tomorrow that job may be gone, and you don't speak Spanish. What you gonna do? Like Hulk Hogan used to say, "What you gonna do, brother?" But anyway, that's all I need to say. Stay safe. God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe. Stay healthy, be safe, be healthy. Call someone you love, go give someone you love a hug. Tomorrow's not promised. God bless these wonderful and beautiful United States of America that we are lucky as hell to be living in, that I can have this discussion on my pit. And let's see what you say. I'm very curious what you're gonna say. So drop those comments, and stay safe out there. It's a jungle, and the lions in the streets, man. So, stay prayed up. You never know. And I'll be back should YouTube allow me, guys. So until that time comes, stay tuned. And if you stay to the end, you really rock. Thank you, guys. And I'll be back should YouTube allow it. Thank you.